Hello everyone, this is Dotman, and this is turn 9 of the Mentor versus Midshipmen game Vulcan sector for planets new. And sorry about last turn, turn 8. I had to do it at the kind of last minute there. I was pretty busy yesterday. So I do have a recording. It'll be up by the time you see this, but no narration on that one. I just had to kind of rush through and get my turn done. So let's see where we're at. First I want to take a look at the scoreboard. You know, I'm doing okay. Not great, but not too bad either. My score is okay. Military score. The number of planets, I'm a little behind some of people in counts, but total planet count isn't everything. Brumpo seems to be expanding pretty well. So does everybody else. Of course, Brumpo's got a couple bases. It's been churning out ships each turn, so that's very nice. Some of the races, this really benefits this strategy. Privateers are one of them. And we'll be going over that in a post here. But yeah, 11 planets, 2 more this turn. I need to keep expanding. Of course, I need to develop the ones I've got. So let's see how we're doing. Rebels down here have a bunch of planets too. Look at that. Pretty good, pretty good. So let's take a look at my starships. You know, I always like to look at my starships first. My medium deep space freighter, of course, has kind of tracked back. He stopped here, picked up some money and a couple minerals, and back at the home world. Very good. So I'm going to unload it and get all that stuff on my home world, and then I'm going to send it out somewhere. I'm not quite sure yet, honestly, where I want to send it. It starts happening when you get kind of a bunch of planets around and you're expanding in different directions and other people are doing things, and I'm not quite sure where I want this to go yet, so I'm just going to move on to the next. I'll come back to this one. Where am I? Ah, yes, the Cobalt cruiser that's down here. Looking at these, he just colonized this humanoid world last turn, which unfortunately had a pretty poor government, but it had a lot of molly, which is nice. These worlds can be tricky to find, so I'm definitely going to build it up. Anyway, back to this Cobalt. So he's just kind of colonizing this sector here. So let's see, how's this world look? Terrible. Absolutely terrible. So yeah, temperature 0. Off the top of my head, I'm not even sure if I can survive on this world. I gotta look it up, but I think if I can, it's something like 10 clans or something. So I'm gonna have a really hard time, you know, building this world up. And the minerals are pretty awful as well. So not a very good planet. I'm gonna drop a clan here and move on. 1. There we go. And I'm going to go down to this guy here, who has some colonists, or some natives, so we'll see what we get. If we're doing the checkmark thing, double check, because I'm totally done with this one. Next. Yes, my large deep space freighter, which is coming down to populate some of these planets, whichever ones I choose. So it's either going to go here or down here, depending on what I found. I'm going to come back to this one. And this LDSF, this was the one that came from up here. It's got some minerals. Going to drop these off. See, I'm getting a nice supply of my duranium back up here in my home world. No money, but money's looking pretty good. Okay. And this will be going back out. I got to think about my strategy still. And this LDSF, what kind of planet has it found? Now, last turn, I dropped most of my clans on that avian world I came down. Unfortunately, I had a kind of a bad government, so you know, I'm not going to be able to tax that as much as I'd hoped. Kind of a high temperature too. You can see I've already got people dying off from the temperature. So, you know, I'll be able to tax them, get some money, but not as much as I'd hoped for. Anyway, back to the starship. Down here, you know, what kind of planet is this? Ah, Gypsodal. I've been looking for one of these. They make great second star-based planets. It's kind of close to my home world, so I'm probably going to make that a priority. Not so great on the minerals. I mean, it's got a lot of titanium, but that's usually not a problem. But this will work. So I'm going to drop everything I got left here, and I'm going to head on back to the home world for more supplies and clans. Something like that, maybe. Very good. This one's all done. Next. Now this Cobalt has found this little planet. and see how it looks. Temperature's really pretty good. The minerals kind of average for this game, I guess, huh? Not so great. So, yeah, this is going to be one of those worlds we put 100, 200 clans on. For now, I'm going to drop, say, 30, and because that'll grow, and yeah, maybe 12 supplies to get it started. Head on down here, mission bioscan, very good. Keep exploring. I'm also going to transfer down some of my extra fuel, because I'm not going to need it on this ship, and I may need it on these LDSFs. They're making runs in the future. Very good. On to the next. This is a Cobalt-class research cruiser I built last turn and sent out this way. I think my intention is to actually colonize this cluster with it. And I sent a warship because these guys here are kind of expanding a fair bit, and I want to get here and see what's up there before they do. So I'm actually heading to this world, and then from here I'm going to bounce out here. So that's fine. Continue on. Very good. Next. And last but not least, this is what I built last turn, a Gemini-class transport. These are great for building fighters on, and I think I might need some fighters soon. I'm probably going to build a Patriot or two. I like that little ship. But I can also move stuff with it. It's got a 400 cargo hold, so that's probably what I'm going to do here before I start building fighters. I may send it up here, send it over here. I'm not quite sure yet. I'll take a minute and think about my strategy here with what I'm going to do. I've got all these ships at the home world and ships here and there, and I got to think about my strategy here a moment, so let me take a second here. Okay, thought a little bit about it, and I have a general idea what I'm going to do with my ships, but I think I'm going to go through my planets first and see how that looks, see if that changes anything for me. So I've got 11 planets right now. I'm going to start going in ID order like I've been. Once I start getting more planets like this, especially in different clusters, though, I usually don't cycle through them this way. I usually just pop through them in order, or use my plug-in that I'll be introducing in a couple turns here once this gets unwieldy. You can see some of these are double-checked from last turn or 2 turns ago. The double checks stay on the planet. I probably should have single-checked them or something. I don't use the check marks very much. I'm going to clear them at any rate. This planet, I can build a new factory, so I'm going to do that. You can see when you only drop a couple factories, or when you only drop a couple supplies on a planet, it takes a very long time to kind of, very many turns to get this up. So, you know, ideally you're dropping more than that, but I didn't have that at the time, although I need to develop these worlds out here. Anyway, one more factory, we move on. I guess I can put a check mark here. There we go. This is a newish world. Let's see, I applied a tax because I dropped some supplies. I built a couple of factories here until my mega credits run out. There we go, very good. Wait for the next turn. On to the next. You kind of get the idea here. Now this one, still, you know, this is Ahular right next to my home world. All the factories are maxed. I'm just building mines. 20 a turn. Get those minerals out of the ground. Very good. Those double checks. There we go. This is the avian world, which I colonized last turn and had a disappointing government. Early tribal. Wished it was better. But not awful, so I'm going to apply a tax. I'm going to tax them as hard as I can right now. You can see I can tax them at... I can collect the maximum amount of mega credits. They're only going to lose 3 on their happiness. So I can do this for quite some time before I have any kind of trouble. But I want to get more colonists here despite that. Anyway, okay. Very good. I'm going to wait till next turn to build factories. Itarius. This is my amphibian world. Last turn I eliminated the tax because I have no ships and their happiness is low. I'm letting it recover and letting them grow. So I'm going to continue with that, build a couple factories. I'm happy with the number of mines on this planet currently because there's not that many minerals. How long is this going to take, for instance, to mine out duranium? 32 a turn, there's 380, so that's like 10 turns. It's going to be almost mined out, maybe 12 turns. I'm good with that. On to the next. Oh yes, my homeworld. I taxed a turn or 2 ago, so no tax, it's recovering. You can see my colonists are growing. And can't build any... Oh yeah, I can. I can build a couple factories, so Build a couple factories. Sure. Build a few mines. Why not? Okay. Very good. That's all we do here. On to Scorpius. Now this is one of the planets that I really need to develop. You can see I got 6 supplies now. I can build a couple more factories, but this one's got a fair amount of uranium, low density, but I need to get some mines up on this world. I was thinking. Not just this one over here too. Even more so. But for now, I build a factory. That's all I can do. Yes, this world, Caladium with 73. This has all this uranium here, and I'm expecting actually to have a uranium shortage in my home world here if I don't do something about it. And I need to get, you know, a couple hundred clans, 100, 200 clans, 100, 200 mines up, get this stuff coming out, getting it shipping back to where I can use it. But I haven't done that yet, so for now, we'll continue to build factories up to the max, and I'll start building mines. Do I want to burn supplies to do it? Well, I can only build 25 anyway, and I'm generating 25 turns, so yes, I do. I'm going to build as many as I can. Very good. I'm going to leave that tax. It's inhibiting their growth slightly, but it's going to let me build more next turn, so I'm going to leave it as is. Very good. Check marks. On to the next. This is one of my Bovie worlds. You see how many supplies it's got already, just from a couple turns at 387 a turn and 117 factories. This is really good. I need to get some Merlins in the air or something like that to start converting these. But for now, yeah, I can build a factory. I guess I should do that. I got this 1% tax thing going. I'm gonna release that, and I'm gonna apply a one-time tax instead of that amount, and then I won't tax next turn. Just to get some money on that planet. Very good. That's all I can do for now. I could build mines, but I'm not mining on this planet on purpose. Next, Regula. This is one I just colonized. You see it's got a ton of fuel. As the colonies, I don't really have fuel problems, but it's still nice to have it around. So, you know, I put a couple clans down, a couple supplies. I'm going to apply my 1% tax and get a couple mega credits, build some factories next turn. Standard start. On to the next. And last, Dagobah. This is that big Bovie world I've got up here. This is a sweet little planet. Look, you know, it's producing 788 plus 130. This is like almost 1,000, or what do we got here? Like 900 plus supplies per turn. If I had a Merlin over this planet, that would be 300 minerals per turn. That's like 100 torpedoes. That's a ship. This is a big deal, and getting a Merlin up here is going to be a big deal for me. So, not much to do for now. Factories are maxed. I'm not building mines because I don't want to. I want these guys to grow as fast as possible. It's also why I'm not taxing right now, although I'm considering it. A one-time tax. What is that going to do to my happiness? I am going to hit them one time right now, and get some mega credits here. In anticipation of sending a Merlin, probably build a starbase up here at some point here soon. Anyway, that's it for that planet, and that is all of them, I believe. Yeah. So all that's left to do now is decide what I'm doing with those ships, and going through the planets sometimes gives you an idea what to do with them. You remember, I need to colonize these. I would like some development here, some development here. I need to get clans down here. So I got lots of things to do with my ships. So let's get back to those. Okay, I took the dog for a walk. I thought a little bit about these ships, where they're going to go. Time to run through them. For now, I'm just going to use this medium deep space freighter as kind of a short haul mineral mover. Bring minerals back from this planet, maybe some of these too. For now, I'm going to run it up here to grab some stuff. And I'm going to transfer 200 clans on board. Might as well bring some clans up there while I'm at it. Okay, I'm happy with that. Next. This COBOL is already good to go. This deep space freighter. Do I want to send it down here, or do I want to send it over here? Ooh, I didn't decide this yet. Well, I've got another LDSF right up there. believe I want to send it over here. In fact, I wonder if I can... Yes, look at that. I inadvertently put it in range of this other planet. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send it over here, dump the whole load on this avian world. I want to get some money flowing out of this so that I can use it to tech up a starbase I'm going to build on this planet. Once I get some kind of mineral logistics over here. Anyway, very good. I'm going to send it over there, diverted from its original plan to go out here. And that's fine. On to the next. Now this LDSF, first I want to change that mission off of beam up uranium, or else I'll have a problem next turn. I need to colonize these worlds a little better. I need to send some colonists and get up here. I need more colonists here. I need more colonists everywhere. But I think I'm going to stick with the original mission for this guy, or the mission I had the last one on. And kind of send it right here. Gonna need more fuel. Very good. But you know, I know these planets have stuff and need some clans, so I think I am going to actually divert it over towards these planets. See if I can't. 260. Yeah, it should be fine. See if I can't get these planets rolling as well. On to the next. This LDSF is fine. It's on its way home. Not directly. There we go. This Cobalt is colonizing and exploring. I did beam some stuff down, right? Yes. Very good. This Cobalt's on mission. And last but not least, my Gemini. I'm going to use this guy to bring some extra clans and supplies. Whoops, too much. Up to these two worlds with the duranium in them that I want to get moving. So I'm just going to set him to go to the exact same spot as the other guy. And yeah, they'll help out with those worlds before I build fighters here. So that's good. I think that's all of them. Yep, everybody's got a mission. Last but not least, I need to build a starship. And, you know, I've got places everywhere I need clans. Enemies are not close. I think I'm going to build another freighter. I need them. So, LDSF. Yeah, my money looks okay. Duranium, yeah, I got a duranium problem. I really want to be building a Merlin pretty soon here to capitalize on some of these bovinoid worlds I found. But you can see they really eat up the duranium, so it's not going to happen right now. I need to get that duranium back so I can do that. Anyway, build ship. Very good. And that'll do it for turn 9. And I'll see you on turn 10.